Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away and towing the slab, Slade Ciccone. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
3-1.
That one fouled off. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Mike Trout. Check swing called strike. And a count 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss, beat him with a fastball. Nolan Schanuel getting ready to hit. And the slider just misses. Neto, the base runner at first with 1 out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that's down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And the righty deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him swinging. Vaughn Grissom digs in now. Two outs. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Martinez squeezes it, and that is that. 2 left on. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. Back here in Cleveland, and on the mound in this one, number 57. How about a report on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And that's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And now here is Chase DeLauder.
Hey! 1-2.
Swing and a ball line to center. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one misses. 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one way inside. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's to third. Moncada whips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. New inning getting started, and now Yoan Moncada. That one hammered way out of here. Moncada knows it. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's Joe Adell. Just missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Left field. Kwan makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So up next, Josh Lowe. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 down, base is empty. Omar Martinez, the next to hit for the Angels. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 3-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Makes the grab, and that's the third out. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. The other way, hauls it in, one away. Travis Bazzana will hit next. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One out, base is empty. That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a ball. Count full.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Low. Pulls it down and there's 2 gone. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
1-2.
And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Just misses with that one. Breaking ball misses down and away. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians fail to score. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. That one catches the zone. And now it's filled up 3-2. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Checks his swing. Now it appealed to first. And yes, he offered at it. On the ground to first. To Rocchio at second for one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fought off foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Angels go quietly there. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Angel Martinez. And that's off the inside edge. Now 3-1.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And up next for Cleveland, Patrick Bailey. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now the batter now, Stephen Kwan. There's a swing and a miss. Bailey at second with 2 down. Into center. And it drops in. Runner around third. He scores and the Guardians tie it up. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
So now the DH spot, Chase DeLauder.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And that's a little high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Jose Ramirez. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Towards first. Jumps, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. He never gets off a throw. Everyone's safe, and a run comes in to score. Hello. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Manzardo. High fly ball out to left field. Low. Sizes this one up and makes the grab. and that's the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 2 and the Angels 1. Here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jorge Soler. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one high in the air to left center. Schneemann sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Here's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom. And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-1. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The Guardians leading by a run, top half of inning number 4. Started after it, appeal to first. He did not go around.
Now batting, third baseman,
Here is Moncada. Here's a 1-1. That clips the corner.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grissom, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Guardians 2 and the Angels 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Brent Suter, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Zephyr-John, the right-hander, also getting loose. Hard hit, right side. Shanuel takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
up next for the Guardians, center fielder, Daniel.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. 2 outs, base is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. And strike 2.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark I think just was the icing on the cake.
And that is that. Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat, Joe Adell.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. And there's a ball. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
One gone, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Omar Martinez. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Missed inside with the curve.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Throw to second, safe. Fights it off, he'll see another. Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's down and in.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Mike Trout would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. In the air, right field, Martinez. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Angels 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Brent Suter.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Brian Rocchio. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
This to center field. And it falls. And that keeps the inning going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Next to hit, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
DeLauder, the lead runner at second. Ramirez at first, 2 out of the inning. Outside low, and it's 3-2.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's Trout. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels.
That's a ball.
Just missing there. 3-2 now. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out looking.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that call third strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Stays alive. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here is Yoan Moncada. The 1-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got it! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 70.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Travis Bazzana.
Second baseman, number 37.
That one almost got him. That one misses. 3-1 now. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Number 68 appears to be getting loose. Zephyr-John getting cranked up as well. The 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Out of here. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Look out, almost got him upstairs. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one ripped left field. See you later. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1.
The count was full, but back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Righty reliever out of the pen, Chase Silseth.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's inside. That one missed. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Next for the Guardians, the shortstop, Ryan.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fly ball center field. Trout is there. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. Throws it away. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Kwan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's out to center field. Trout. He makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Sabrowski.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Inside, almost got him. Fouls one off. 2-2. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Next one just misses. Full count, 3-2. Movement in the bullpen. Colin Holderman up and throwing. Heron, a left-hander, also throwing. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Josh Lowe now at the plate. Man at second. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That just misses. And the count's even at 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Full count.
In the dirt. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Omar Martinez, the next to hit for the Angels. First and second, no outs here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air on the infield,
That's
and
an
the infield fly is called.
Now batting, shortstop Zach Neto.
So up next, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Two on, 2 outs. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Next pitch is outside. Foul ball. And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting first base,
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Martinez puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
number 37.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on. That's inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. The Guardians go down in order. They lead it, though, 6-1. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Colin Holderman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Number 35.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. Swings and misses. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 55, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Festa getting loose as well. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
2 strike.
That's outside, and it's a full count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jorge Soler getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for LA, Vaughn Grissom. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to short, Rocchio sends it to first, Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels held in check. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Zefferjohn.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Moncada on his way over. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first. Patrick Bailey will hit next. That one pushed to the left and foul. Martinez over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Out number 2.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Lowe grabs it on the run. Guardians leave 1. They still lead it, though, 6-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 55. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
number 55.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and throwing. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him, and those locations of the fastball is what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Whoa. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He legs it out.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Now Josh Lowe just missed. one fouled off, 2-2.
Full count.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Set down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Angels down to their final out. Omar Martinez, the next to hit for the Angels. 2 outs. In there for a strike at the bottom of the
2
zone.
balls, 2 strikes.
The Halos down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.